Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Jocelyn, Binwi, a content creator based in Douala, Cameroon. Guys, today I'm bringing you guys our court marriage video. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy it. Guys, if you see the bride's stomach protruding, don't be afraid. I was actually 4 months pregnant during my court marriage, and enjoy the most thoughtful advice from the Lord Mayor. Please guys, if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you still waiting for? Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that once any new video comes in, you quickly watch. And stay tuned for the part 2 of this video coming soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let's be seated. To witness how Mr. Cherry Elvis Fobi will be legalizing his marriage with, is it Jocelyn Binwi? Okay, good. And the law says that before a marriage is contracted in the council, what is popularly called a court marriage, a publication must be put up for 30 days so that if there is any opposition or objection from any person, we can regularize it before proceed with the signing. And this publication was done on the 28th of December 2016, and presently as we are talking, we have not received any opposition from anybody, which means the powers conferred onto us, I have the right to proceed with the signing of the marriage. My brothers and sisters, we have all gathered here this morning to witness how Mr. Elvis and Jocelyn will be legalizing their marriage. And when we talk of a marriage, what are we actually talking about? A union between a man and a woman. And this union, nobody has the right to separate them. If you have decided that this is my partner, that partner is your partner for life. But statistics have shown that at times when we gather like this, and we all clap and jubilate, after 1 year or 2 years, some people will contribute for what is called divorce. Are we okay? And I will throw the challenge to the parents. Where are the parents of Cherry Elvis? Are they present?
We are here.
Okay, Mama, you are welcome. Where are the parents of Jocelyn?
We are behind.
Okay, are you ready to give your daughter for marriage?
Amen.
Okay. Why am I asking this question? Because it's not easy for you to give birth to a child, you educate the child, you stay with the child for a good number of years, and one day somebody comes and says that I'm taking your child away, and the priority of that child is either his husband or her wife, isn't it? So we have to be careful, because if you are not careful, you will feel that you interfere in their activities. You will feel that you will go and say, Elvis, how much are you giving to your wife as food money? Elvis will say, I give 2,000 every week. Say, hey, my daughter that spend all this money on, is that how your husband is maltreating you? Or is that how you are giving much money to that woman? So what are we saying? We have to be very careful. Let's give them the opportunity to decide, to take decisions on their own. Because they have decided to marry, isn't it? They have decided to, so let's give them the opportunity, and they know that they have parents, they were brought to earth here by parents, and it's their responsibility to take care of their parents. But if we feel that we interfere in their activities, they may not live happily. Go we talk of marriage. As parents, what everybody expects from you is that your son or your daughter should be happy wherever he is or she is. Are we okay? And for friends, you think that whatever you see or whatever you hear, you will talk. And if you gossip it, because there's a popular saying that what God has put together, nobody should put asunder. And you feel that whatever you see, whatever you hear, you must stop. That's why you are struggling to keep them apart, which is wrong. If you are so close to Elvis and you discover that Elvis is doing something which is not happy, it is your right. Call Elvis behind and advise him. Don't go and start telling Joyce that your husband is always doing this. Why not also drink like this? Yesterday I saw your husband drinking and coming back at 12 minutes. Or 12 a.m. Why I not also come back at this hour of the day? It will not be good. You are struggling to keep them apart. And there's a saying that between man and woman, no we are more for this. Because you feel that you interfere. When there will be a problem, when they throw, they will arrange it, you will not be an enemy among them. Are we there? And for those seated in front of us, marriage is not something that you hear that I want to go and marry and you just dash inside. It's a school that you have learned. And when you are in that inside, you continue learning. And nobody claims that he knows. But every day you keep on learning from those who are already in that union, in that relationship. I still keep on getting advices from people. So what are we saying? It's a union where nobody has the right to take a decision without consulting or respecting the view of another person. And that's why we are legalizing it. Are we there? And the foundation of this relationship, if you know that Elvis is your husband, and Elvis knows that Joyce is his wife, then the foundation of this relationship is love. Whatever you want to do, always meditate on this word, love. If you love your husband, if you love your husband or your wife, you will not take any decision without respecting the view of the other person. So what are we saying? You must live in harmony. That unison, that oneness must be there. We know that the husband remains the head of the family, but you will not just take it as a right. Any decision that you want to take, you propose to your wife, Mommy, I feel that we can buy a car. Today I'm benefiting in Jandi. What can we do? You may prefer a car, a wife may prefer that you should buy a plot. Every person who is able to convince the other person, you now do it as one person. Tomorrow, don't say that you are the one who decided that we should buy a car. No, you are not doing it as one person. That's love. Another thing is what? Dialogue and understanding, which is almost the same line with harmony. We must talk amicably and agree before we take any decision. And if you love one another, the next thing is that one, patience, as far as marriage is concerned. Patience. You are not careful, people will come in, people will tempt you, people will tease you, they will call your phones. Today we have so many marriages that are taking place over the whole Republic of Cameroon. By the end of this month, some people may be running in luxurious cars. Don't turn and ask your own husband that why is it that we got married on the same day? These people have constructed this magnificent building. Why is it that we are still on the same spot? No. You have to be very, very patient. You don't compare. Whatever you are doing, make sure that whatever you are doing it for your husband to be happy. And what your husband is doing is also doing that the wife should be happy. Honesty, trust. If you love your husband, if you are a businessman, if you are going out for any business, you have the right to make your wife to know that I'm going out for this business. Hey madam, you also have money in your account. It's needless for you hiding it from your husband. Because if you are in the hospital, you may not have that privilege to go back and to go and withdraw that money from your account. But if that trust and honesty was there, and you people had a common account, you just say that, go to the bank now and withdraw something. Are we together? And the next thing is that sacrifice. For us Africans, we believe that only women work for men. Because tomorrow, if every sister is getting married tomorrow, everybody will expect that Joy should come and do all the work, wash the plate, do the organization. But tomorrow, if Joy's sister and brother is getting married, everybody will just relax and say, just take this 20,000 and go and give to your brother. But that on the day of your own sister, she was doing all the organization. You also need to sacrifice. Are we together? You must sacrifice. Then the next thing is support. God are those days where our parents used to keep female children behind that they will not go to school, but they are only good for marriage. Everybody makes sure that his or her child goes to school, because nobody knows tomorrow. You may get married to a husband when you are sponsoring the house. Two of us, we need to support one another financially and in domestic work. On a Saturday, I don't expect that Mr. Evie will just get up and just sit in the parlor, only watching the television, expecting that Madam will scrub the dresses, scrub the floor, wash the plates, take care of the children. The only thing that comes out from Mr. Evie is that his food not ready. It's not proper. If Mother is cooking before you can wash the dresses, what's wrong with that? It's okay now. No. If you feel that you have the chance, you can support your place. Are we together? The next thing is respect. All of us know that the husband remains the head of the family. Everybody around you is watching the way you are living. But there are people who are ready to talk, who are ready to criticize, who are also ready to award marks, to say that this is a good husband, this is a good husband. But you feel that in case of any problem, you shout at your husband, when your husband is going to work, you say, now which kind of useless man this, now which kind of, all everybody around you, if that respect is there, in case of any problem, Daddy, why did you slap boy like this? Why did you shout at me in front of my parents like this? That's when you are in their room. That's respect. You need to respect one another. And when the woman is respecting you, the husband don't take it as a right. If your wife feels that it is a right that by 5 o'clock she's already in the house, don't also take it as a right that as a husband every day at 11 p.m. you know that's when you will come back. You know that respect is not there. She has been entrusted into your life. You have been entrusted into her life. If something happened to any of you, you are the first suspect. If something happened to you, the first person who asked, where was the wife? Where was the husband? Madam, did you call and know where your husband was? Oh God, did you call and know where your wife was? Are we together? Good. And the next thing is tolerance and perseverance. You will have certain challenges that you must tolerate. You don't just meet somebody on the way and say we are getting we want to get married today. You discover that your husband is someone who must take 1 or 2 before he comes back. If you have tried to quench it and it's not going, then you don't need to tolerate it. The next thing you have, Daddy, have you not finished the second bottle? But you really know that you must take it. Hey, Oga, and if you know that each day want to go out with Madam must spend at least 45 minutes and say, each time, Madam, have you not finished? Don't try to do it, you don't need to tolerate it. Are we together? Good. And then, take the decision. Before you ask her hand for money, you know that she was an applicant. So no complaint. Are we together? Good. So we will conclude by saying that as wedded husband and wife, they must, with that trust and honesty, that in case of any problem, you don't need to wear wrinkles in front of your parents. In case of any problem, you get back into your room and you talk amicably. And the person who is the defaulter should be ready to say, I am sorry. And you don't take a decision without tolerating and respecting the view of the other person. And you throw it back to the husband that you remain the head of the family. If you are earning 50,000 and your wife is earning 500,000, assume your responsibility as the head of the family. She only comes in now to support. Are we together? Good. So we proceed with the signing of the document. And I have 2 questions for you people. And the first question I shall be asking is about this type of settlement. We're talking of joint or separate property. Because nobody knows. All of us sit here, one day we shall all go. But don't want a situation where somebody goes before another person and these people come and say that was my child who constructed this house, my child who bought this car. It's not for you. It's only this document that will justify that these people were living like this. So we'll ask, joint or separate property? They have chosen joint property. Monogamy or polygamy?
When I found
Aïe aïe aïe. MC Zokola va polyvalent. C'est pas petit à faire, c'est pas petit boucan. On est là 24 heures sur 24. Me, I just want to thank my God for everything where you done do for me. Yeah. I want to thank my God, oh, yeah, for everything where you done do for me. Ale, Baba.
So at this juncture, we are saying that Elvis and Jocelyn, as from today, they shall live, love and honor each other as husband and wife for the rest of their lives. That in front of us all present, they solemnly declare that they do not know of any lawful impediment why they should not be joined in matrimony. That as from today henceforth, they shall live as wedded husband and wife, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness or in health, to love and to cherish each other till death do them part, isn't it? And before coming, they brought their rings. They shall be wearing the ring on the finger of each other, and the ring is a covenant, an oath that they shall be taking in front of their parents, in front of their friends, in front of the mayor, how they shall be living, a sign of commitment, a sign of happiness, a sign of faithfulness. I will give them the opportunity that before you put, at least you should say 1 or 2 things. You should promise your wife. So, okay, you take my phone and you see. You support the hand.
Binwi Jocelyn from I put this ring, sign of my love for you. Sign of my love for you. Good times, in bad times, and happy time. To get to us, man.
My boy. I thank God so much for blessing me with a wonderful man. And before our friends and family today, I promise to be submissive to you, to respect you, to love you faithfully, for better, for worse, and that wherever life may lead you, I will be there with all my heart. In the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Amen.
In the name of the Republic of Cameroon, or the virtues of the powers conferred unto us by the Minister of Territorial Administration and Decentralization, I hereby declare you people husband and wife. That as from today henceforth, you people shall be known as Mr. and Mrs. Chen.
Aïe aïe aïe. MC Zoko la voix polyvalente, c'est pas petit affaire, c'est pas petit boucan. On est là 24 heures sur 24. Alléluia. Me, I just want to thank my God for everything where you done do for me. Yeah. I want to thank my God, oh, yeah, for everything where you done do for me. Allez, Mama, allez, alléluia. Allez, Mama, allez.